Now, Deputy Sheriff, this here's a meeting that's going on in our little town with all kinds of highfalutin teachers coming over from that there Butte College.
Well, what they all gonna do here, Sheriff?
Well, they're gonna be celebrating great teaching. They do it every year. This year they're coming to our town, and it's up to us to make sure that it goes according to plan.
Well, what do we gotta do with that?
Well, we're gonna study up on things, like this one here, right here.
Okay, let me give that a try. One purpose of the Great Teacher Seminar is to cause all of us to venture beyond the limits of our day-to-day jobs and work in
Environments.
You said her, in search of useful ideas and similarities in our beliefs. Oh, what the heck does that mean?
Well, it's like a hoedown after a long day bucking hay. You can get yourself some good ideas when you're sitting around and comparing blisters.
You know, I think I get it. It's like when you sit back and put your feet up and you're chewing on a piece of straw and you're thinking about how you do things and thinking about, can I do that any differently?
That's right. If you're with a group of friends, you can share and get even better ideas, like this one.
Oh, this is a hard one. To use a anal-wyasis approach.
Oh, I don't think that's what it says at all. Let me check that. No, it says that's a rational analysis. That means then folks are gonna think about things in a smart way, so they're not just griping or saying that's the way it's always done or that way won't work.
Well, how are we gonna get that done?
Well, we got these here rules.
What's that one there saying?
This one here, it says we're gonna make everybody feel at home so they can sit back and get their dogs up and do some thinking and jawing. Give everybody a look-see and figure out if they're doing it right and having a good time doing it.
Mm. Is there gonna be whiskey? Oh, do I get to use my gun? Oh, better yet, is there gonna be a hanging? Oh, tell me there's gonna be a hanging.
I can guarantee you it ain't gonna be boring. Oh, hi there, Miss Kitty.
Hello, Sheriff, Deputy. I just thought I'd give you a little heads up. Black Bart just rode into town. I think there's going to be trouble.
Deputy, this is our chance to be practicing some of our rules on our townsfolk before the teachers from Butte College show up.
Wait, what do you mean rules? Black Bart's never followed rules before.
Oh, looky here, Miss Kitty, here's one.
To promote an exchange of ideas and information among participants by building and expanding a network for communication.
Miss Kitty, I'm thinking that means that they can talk to one another.
Let's see. Why don't we head on down there to the saloon?
Oh, Sheriff, Miss Kitty, my spurs are stuck again.
Not again. Oh, Deputy. Here, I'll take care of it.
Dang, there ain't no Sears robot catalog in that there outhouse.
You know, I guess you're right, Sheriff. That's one of them rules right there. No whining, Prospector.
Are we playing poker or not? What sorts of games do you play in these here parts? We play whatever we want to play. In this here town, we can make it be whatever we want it to be.
That's another rule right there. Okay? We as participants shape the content of the workshop.
I'm sure I can be of great benefit to your game. Why, I have certain expertise in...
Well, didn't we all sit and listen to an expert doing a PowerPoint on Texas Hold'em for a few hours last week?
We don't want no outside experts coming in here telling us what to do.
Now there's rule number 4. No outside experts are used.
That makes no sense, my fine fellows. What about those unfortunate players who came here last week looking for guidance and instruction?
We ain't fortune tellers, mister. If I tried to guess what kind of drinks people wanted to have around here before they ordered up, why, everything would all go up in smoke. Why, I tie myself in knots. I just stick with sarsaparilla, beer, and red eye.
We make no attempt to anticipate the needs of the participants.
You done with them there pages? I could use them in the outhouse.
Hold on there, Prospector. That ain't no way to treat a lady.
Oh, truth be told, I don't really know how to play this game. I do have a few questions.
Just get in there and don't hold back. Just try it out.
That's right. Yes, indeedy. It says right here, Don't hold back. That means participate fully and communicate honestly.
Don't worry, fair lady. I shall guide you. While I talk whist to the crown princes of Europe and...
We don't need none of your bragging.
You know, I like these here rules. It says right here that Hoss is right. You're supposed to keep focused on the task at hand. Avoid empty show and tell.
Dang, I got me a rash. Don't be telling none of them ladies upstairs neither, Hoss.
Hold on there, Prospector. You know how it is around here. We keep everything under our hats. What happens in the saloon stays in the saloon.
I can help you with that there rash, you know. We just collect some rainwater in a stump during a full moon.
No, that's not how you get rid of a rash. Now listen here, Prospector. What you need to do is get yourself some mule urine and a rag like...
Nonsense! One application of my miracle elixir will solve all your problems.
Well, you could let me rub a little liniment on it for you.
Gosh, it seems like everybody's got himself an idea around here. Sheriff, you ought to write that one down too.
Oh, I think it already is. It's right here. I think it's Rule 8.
So tell me here, is this a good hand?
2 kings? Sure it is. Lay 'em down. Too bad I got you beat. 2 aces.
Let this be a lesson to you, card shark. Got me so full house.
Who's the great teacher now?
Well, that looks like Rule 9. Everyone is both teaching and learning.
Give me a shot of red eye and make it snappy.
Give me this, give me that. Doesn't anybody around here know I have a law degree from Philadelphia? And until last semester, I had a full slate of classes here. I even took a sabbatical on a clipper ship to Shanghai. But does that matter anymore?
Oh, you're right, Beauregard, and we do forget to tell you, you do such a wonderful job rubbing this bar every day.
Why, thank you, Miss Kitty.
The workshop format provides a focus on each participant as a person. Right there.
He's not that great. He couldn't get my case thrown out. He's a hanging judge coming next week.
Well, Black Bart, if you had used me like Mr. Jackson did in the case of Jackson versus Mississippi, I would have got you off on a writ of habeas corpus.
Well, Kitty, you know you ain't a lawyer, but you do have your PhD and all. It's just that you ain't known well for your lawyering.
Prospector, let me point out rule number 10. It says here, the workshop format provides an opportunity for people of varied backgrounds to share ideas. The best solutions often come from outside of our field.
Give me it.
Fine, as long as you understand it's just a friendly game. We don't do no high stakes here.
That there rule too, Sheriff?
Yep, the workshop is designed without any specific goals or expectations beyond individual benefit.
You new to these parts, stranger? You don't look like you've got no friends around here.
I can't play poker with somebody who uses double negatives.
You saying you smarter than I am?
I'll have you know, I have a master's degree in English.
Them's a dimes a dozen around here. Everybody's got one of those.
You know, we don't take kindly to folks who come in here and set themselves up as superior.
And I think there's a rule right here in them papers that says we got to avoid comparing departments, areas, and individuals.
Then those are fighting words.
Now, see here, you two. Here in Butte County, we try real hard to get along. We don't allow no fighting in this here saloon. Take her outside.
Oh, Sheriff, I got that rule. The workshop format provides a unique focus on the practice of working with others. What we do is not important. How we do it is.
True. Now, Deputy Sharon, we got to make sure that everyone follows these here rules as set down.
Okay, now on my count, you guys are gonna walk 10 paces turn, and fire, okay?
No, 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 no. That ain't how you do it. It's 20 spaces, turn, and fire.
It's obvious to me that Black Bart needs to take 2 paces for every one of Hoss's. So you need to take 20 paces. Black Bart, you take 20, you take 10.
Oh, this is just a bunch of tomfoolery. Just let them start, turn around, and do their thing.
Gee, there sure is a lot of ways to have a gunfight.
Oh, hell, it don't matter anyway. It just always ends up with somebody or other getting killed.
Yep, we call that flexible inflexibility. It means we got the freedom to do it any way we want, as long as we get it done by sunset.
Wait a minute, just a minute here. Don't we need to be calling us the Undertaker in to measure these fellows for a coffin?
Better make it a big one or Hoss ain't gonna fit.
Well, what if it be Black Bart that gets shot? Well, it could happen.
I guess Bart rattle around in that some.
Well, if they both get killed, we can make it big enough to fit them both.
You know, and I got me some nice brass handles back there in the saloon under the bar.
I can orate a really nice funerary piece if you want.
I got old mine shaft we can throw the coffin down.
Now that's what I like about this town. Everybody's willing to lend a hand. Come on, you two, let's get her done.
Well, it ain't gonna get done by itself. And I wasn't the only one who came up with this idea. You ready, Black Bart?
It won't work if we don't both participate. No one can do this alone. It can never be the product of one person's thinking. This process works only if we all participate fully and honestly.
That's what you get when you don't follow the rules.